everyone, it's Kat from Whimsicat DIY Home Decor. Our project today is this mirror from IKEA. It's a really tall mirror. It's probably close to 6 feet tall. I'll do the actual measurements and share that with you later in the video. But we're going to sand this. I'm going to take this dark stain off. I don't know what's under here, and I don't know if sanding it will ruin the finish, frankly, but I want to give it a shot. I'm planning on doing something more farmhouse, cottage-core type of feel to it, and I don't know if I'm going to paint it or if I'm going to do something different. I think it will depend on what the finish looks like once we sand off this dark stain. But I'm only going to sand the face of it, like inside where you see the dark. I'm going to leave that as is, and I'm going to leave the dark around the sides because I don't think that'll interfere with what I have planned. But if that sounds interesting to you, I hope you'll hang out with me today as we do this new project. All right, let's get to it. We're done sanding, and that was a piece of work, I must admit. I started with an 80 grit, and then I did the full surface with an 80 grit, and then I finished it with 180 grit, just to smooth out any texture that might be remaining. But I am so pleased with this finish. Look at this. It, to me, looks like weathered wood, like weathered barn wood. I can't believe that's what was under all of this varnish and stain, and I even think there was a layer of primer under here. So it was a piece of work to get it down to this point, but wow, was it ever worth it. So now that we have this nice finish, my plan is to use the IOD transfers. I've been dying to use these on a piece of furniture, and I think this might be the perfect one. This is the Floral Anthology, and so it's a lot of florals, very beautiful flowers, and so that is my plan. I'm going to go ahead and take these transfers out, cut them into pieces so we can place them on here with some painter's tape, so we can see, kind of get a visual of what we want to do before we actually do the placement for the final transfer. So if that sounds interesting, please stay with me, and we'll get on to the next step, which is applying these transfers. So let's do it. Okay, here's a closer look at these transfers. They're beautiful, absolutely beautiful. I'm excited to try it out. This will be my first time to use them, so I really am excited to do it and see how it looks on this piece. I think it'll really just take it up the next level. But we've got 4 sheets in this packet, and this cost about $32 for all these transfers, but I don't think I'll use them all. I think I'll be pretty strategic in how I place them on the piece. I might use this large kind of centerpiece right at the top, and then just on the corners and kind of weaving down through the sides of it, just a few pieces. So let me get these cut up, and we'll place them on the mirror, and we'll see what we think. So stay tuned. I'm going to cut these up, and then we'll be right back. Okay, I cut out the transfers, and you can cut them into many pieces, so don't be afraid. Like, this was one big piece, and I cut it into 2 pieces so it would fit nicely. And just use your creativity. That's what's fun about these transfers, I think, is it's just fun to do. I had so much fun cutting them out and placing them on here. I'm using painter's tape so I can easily remove it.
And as I thought, I changed my mind as I went along, but when you take off the transfer, you got to remove that white backing, and then you'll be left with kind of the see-through, and it's very sticky. So once you place it, once you push it down on the surface, you pretty much got to go with it. Otherwise, you're going to ruin your transfer. But once you lay it down, it comes with a plastic burnishing tool, and you just use that tool to kind of scrape over it. And you don't have to push really hard on it, but you do want to scrape over it nicely, and then you will start to pull back that plastic, and you can see there's no way to mess this up. When you start to pull that back, if you see some transfer still remaining on the plastic, just lay it back down and use your burnishing tool and go over it again. It's really easy. I was so excited to use these transfers, and it was so much fun. And as I started, even though I had placed a lot of the flowers with painter's tape around the piece, I completely changed my mind, because once I started, I'm like, oh, this looks so much better. And I just started adding pieces randomly. I think you got to do what feels right with you. A lot of people are more organized than I am probably, and they just really plan out their piece and they tape it and they follow that plan. I am more just, hey, let me look at it, let me visually see what I want to do, where I want to go with it, and I just started adding pieces as I went along. And I found it to be so much fun. I'm so excited to use these IOD transfers and more pieces as we go forward, but I hope you'll be interested in giving it a shot. It is so easy. I promise you, you'll love the end look, and you'll love the process of just using your creativity to create something really unique and beautiful. Okay, are you ready for the final reveal? I'm in love with this project. Look how beautiful this turned out. That truly looks like just barn wood to me. And we didn't stain it, we didn't paint it, all we did is sand it. And those transfers look perfect on this piece. It really elevates the look of this piece, and they're absolutely stunning. Now, I didn't show this in the video, but you do have to put a top coat over your transfers. This just adheres them to your piece so they will not lift, and it gives it a beautiful finish. I used a satin top coat just to give it a bit of a sheen. You can see that as we're videoing, but look at the detail. Oh my gosh, I think these are beautiful. I am so pleased with the outcome. I hope you are too. I hope you've enjoyed watching this video. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please hit that subscribe button below. I love my subscribers. You guys are absolutely wonderful. Please leave comments below. Let me know what you think of this piece, what you'd like to see in the future. And I'm so appreciative that you spent time with me today to watch this video. I really love you guys. Like I said, leave me a comment below, and I'll see you soon with the next video. Bye now.